And just like that, we are live. I've got to plug a microphone in. Okay, I guess I should start that with, first of all, I've got to find the microphone. Well, I'm not with it today, guys. This might be the shortest stream in the history of streams. How's everybody doing? So I still have all of this stuff ready before I even start. Sorry, just tapping on the mic there to make sure it's working. I'm going to do pop out chat on here. I've not found the best way to do this yet. Well, if we click home, that doesn't take us there. That was from earlier. View channel. There we go. Live tune-in session. Ha ha! Right. Yeah, that's going to be the best way to do it. It looks like there's someone in the stream, so hello out there. I'm going to find somewhere to put that where I can read chat messages. We're going to get rid of all these little boxes, and we are going to have a quick tidy up. And we're going to optimize the camera angle because that isn't it. Oh, it's got some sort of crappy delay on it. How's that? That's all right, isn't it? Let's get Venom in the action. Come over here. That is going to fall over about every 10 or 15 seconds, isn't it? I can tell. All right, that's Venom. If you haven't seen Venom before, there he is. We've been making links today. I've done a live stream already where I made links. We're going to be doing shocks. This is a set of TRX4 links for a Defender that a guy wanted. I don't know if he still wants them, but if you wanted some, I could sell you these, I guess. And then if he wants a set and he actually follows through, we can make him a set. Or I guess I could just make another set and you could have them. if that makes sense. Right, the subject of today's fettling, if you hadn't already worked it out, is this chap. I've got his radio handy just in case I need it for anything. So we got a bit of stiction going. I want to get links levels. So at the front, with no springs on, we've got way too much droop. And I think I want them level at I want them level wherever the shocks settle with a bit of dropout. But these shocks may well be too long. I haven't actually decided if these are the shocks. What about there? That's going to work, isn't it? I may well let's get these out of the way. Let's get all these boxes and stuff out of the way because it just looks untidy. I've actually got a stand for my camera. I should be using that, shouldn't I? How's everybody doing? Who's this? Rudy. Hello, Rudy. How you doing, bud? I'm all right. I've got a weird headache, and I did like a 5-hour stream, and not one person said hello earlier. but I mean, making links isn't everybody's cup of tea. And if you see me make links once, you know, I did manage to make a 73, so 77 millimeter link, the wrong size though. I made it 30 millimeters too short because of sleep deprivation and maybe this headache a little bit influencing whatnot. We're working on the Hulk. My good buddy Lee from Crawler Canyon 404 chat has made me all of the graphics that I need for this. So the artist rendering that was in the thumbnail for this video is actually how it's going to look. At the moment, as you can see, there's nothing on the panels. But when those arrive for me from Lee, we're going to rectify that. And then Spidey is going to look, not Spidey, and then this chap is going to look amazing. I was wondering if we'd be able to get to the shops. No, we can't. We're going to have to do wheels off. Oh, hi Lisa, hello. Nice to see you in chat. We are going to get the Ugga Dugga into the situation. We're going to get the correct doohickey for the what's-it. We're going to get the doohickey for the what's-it. Yeah, we're going to take the wheels off, I think. These have been placeholders. I mean, these are the intended wheels and tyres, but the foams that come with these, on everything else I've tried them on, they've been too tough. These are the 2.2 Rhino MEUS. Let's hold them up to the camera. Come on, mate. Yeah, these are the 2.2 Rhino MEUS. This foam is too hard, but our chap here is quite porky. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna get away with it. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. Let's pop that back in. We don't want to lose our links out. Nice perspective. Is this all right? I'm hoping it is. We've been working really hard to come up with some sort of situation that looks all right. It's probably not flattering. I mean, man boobs. I've got more chins than a Chinese phone book, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we've got shocks. One thing we have got a selection of is shock absorbers, and I'm thinking we might go with a set of desert lizards, or we might not. Right. So if we're going to say fronts that way round, that's the rear. That's the rear. Do you know, these feel really good. I'm just wondering if I might have just been better putting a straight cap on. Oh, like that. That feels like a premium shock absorber. That feels really, really good. Oh, well, that's good to know. Thank you, Rudy. What's the audio like? I'm using a lavalier setup for this. So we're just going to put these shocks to one side for the moment. I'm kind of wondering whether I could just spring the fronts and have them work. But this is the shock drawer. So one of the problems with the Capra is having too much articulation, having too much shock travel too much drop out. And one of the ways to limit that, of course, is to put shorter shocks on. So I'm just wondering, let's just zip one of these in and see what happens. I need a better monitor set up for comments, because squinting over there at my phone is suboptimal. These might be the ticket, you know. And I've only just built them. This would be the shortest video in the history of videos, if that ends up being the case. That said, I do have to fit a set of Sedonas to Spidey. We're gonna just for shits and giggles, really. We're gonna put two Sedonas on Spidey. Have you got a tablet? I have, but my son uses it. I've seen people use them to read comments. Yeah, so I'm using my phone. Trouble is, when I'm working on stuff, I use these glasses, and these glasses, and the glasses that I should be using for reading that over there would be my editing glasses. So yeah, we're not in an optimized situation really, but it is like this is going to be it's going to be a work in progress. We've already come a long way. This shot looks so much better than it did previously, and testament to that is Lisa's comment straight away saying, "Oh, I like the perspective." Yeah, no, it definitely looks better like this. We can go down a little bit tighter. There we go. Right. Oh, that feels sublime. So I think we're going to switch those out for those. We're just going to do that and then see how we go. Same, I've got my TV and reading glasses, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a thing for us. So for working on the lathe or doing stuff on the trucks, I wear the ones that I've got on now. And then thread it in, and yeah, stuff a little bit further, like this wall distance. I have another set of glasses, and then for everything else, I don't need glasses. Touch wood. I've been really lucky with my eyesight. I've always had 20/20 vision until I hit my 40s, and then it did really start to fall off, but only for close-up stuff. Yeah, so for things right in front of my face, I struggle a little bit, but you know, I'm 50. I was 55 in June, so you know, you can't have it all. I just have to be grateful for how good things have gone in the past. What did everybody get up to at the weekend? Or are you like me, you didn't do anything? What did I do at the weekend? I can't even remember what I did at the weekend. I probably worked. I probably made links. Oh, I'll switch this workshop around. So that's what I did. It shows. No way without reading glasses. Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing, isn't it? For sure. Faux show. Right. Oh, which way round do we have these? That way, right? So I think these are like an A and B orientation. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way, as long as they all match. That's what I think. That could be wrong. It could well be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter as long as they're all the same way around. Some people like this lug. Let's put it on there. Some people like that lug pointing forward. Some people like this voided lug point forward, which is the way I've got it. Again, I don't think it really matters. And I guess I won't know for sure. Once the decals arrive for this, then I might be able to have a better idea as to whether that really matters or not. What's happened here then? I don't think this one is down properly. It's not. It's not. There we go. I was thinking that didn't feel like it had gone on far enough. These, by the way, this rig is running the brand new MEUS isokinetic four-wheel steer axles, which, as you can see, we've got an Amazon or AliExpress dig box. Let me see if I can get it in the shot properly. We've got an AliExpress dig box in here, which has the shaft over for the drive shaft over to one side, and as you can see, the MEUS isokinetic axles, where you can see once I get my arm out of the way, I've got the offset pumpkins down the left-hand side of the vehicle, so you've got your drivetrain really nice and efficiently all in one straight line down there. And I'm imagining once I get used to driving it, I can be thinking, right, I need pumping, I need extra clearance. So that's where I'm going to aim the right-hand side of the vehicle. Oh, I was just thinking that doesn't feel right. I'll sort that in a minute. I've got one shock position, one at the front shock position and one at the rear shock position in the back, which was meaning one side was bottoming out. Oh, my studio's falling to pieces. So I'm not 100% sure whether I'm using these black things all the way down to the end there. What I might do is just put a black sheet up against the wall in this corner, because we're not painting and fanning about too much in here because we're going to be moving. So we are hopefully going to be moving to Wales, land of the scared sheep. I don't know if you can say that. Can you say that? that might be racist. But yeah, Wales. I love the people, and the place is beautiful, and my brother lives there, so you know we have got a legitimate reason for being there, and it is like one of the most beautiful places in the world. That one was barfing its guts out big time, and it's had a happy ending all over the mat. Oh well, we'll tidy that up in a minute. Right, so let's get a shock out. Hello, Bill. Howdy, everyone. Cool Crawler Dwight. Love the colour combo. Thank you. This is Hulk, and I don't know if you saw the thumbnail when you entered the video. So that is an artist rendering of what it's going to look like when it's got its full Hulk livery. I'm just waiting for a delivery from my buddy Lee, who's one of the 404 Canyon guys. Lee has very kindly made those decals for me, and he's sending them to me without charging me a penny. Wouldn't take. I was going to give him some free tickets in the raffle. You know, I was going to buy him some tickets essentially for the raffle for Venom over there, and he wouldn't take anything. Bless him. What a decent chap. So, yeah, so the Hulk will officially be Hulkified with the old graphics and whatnot shortly. Yeah. Really looking forward to that. He's going to look so good. So good. My goodness. I've only rebuilt this pair. This pair I didn't. That's how they come from the factory. And they are splurging their guts out everywhere. So how's your Monday been, Bill? I'm not sure we need that. Feels ever so quiet in here. For the last however long I've been doing this sort of thing, I've always had a bit of radio for, it's like old fart radio going in the background. So just being in here with it, just being me, and I can hear the PC fans running behind me that's running the stream, and me talking. That's it. That's all the noise is. It just feels a bit odd. We are going to have to give Spidey, the Hulk, a real good wipe down, because he is dropping oil all over my brand new Injora work mat, which I love. It's been a long weekend with all the damn fireworks going off for at least the last week. I'm so over this holiday crap. You sound like me, Bill. That's what I'm like. I'm like, for the love of all things that are good in this world, please stop letting fireworks off. And I'm not in the States, but I mean, we have a lot of holidays here where people see fit to let off a load of fireworks. And I'm an animal lover, and I know like there's birds that literally drop dead from the stress. That's got a nut on the back of it, so we need to do something about that. Yeah, animals actually drop dead from the noise, don't they, this time of year? And I'm not a fan of that. So that'll be this side. Trying to get used to using the corresponding things, because I know it'll make life easier. Right, toolbox. I need a pair of forceps like the Doc uses for holding nuts. I've always done it in recent years with a long-nosed plier. But I like the way Doc does it with the forceps, because you can just clip it up and let it do its thing. I like that. Right, that's this side as well, isn't it? I bet there's a lot of people who feel exactly like you do, Bill, as well. But it's been a long weekend for a lot of people. I would imagine people in the service industry are ready for a break, and I would imagine like A&E, you know, accident and emergency. What do you call it in the States? ER, isn't it? You call it ER. Yeah, I bet those people could really do with a break right now. There we go. She's through. Now I've just got to get that nut back on. I think I'm going to be better off flipping this over, aren't I? So when I came in, oh, double clicked. Did I hear you were moving? Elle Cummins, not to America. I don't think America would have me. I'd end up getting picked up by the ICE people and locked away forever, I think. But yeah, we're moving to Wales, a little Welsh town called Glanamon, but it'll be a while before I'm out of there. So I put a little bit of effort into setting up like a little workshop set up here. But yeah, we're going to be moving to near Glanamon in Wales, and we're aiming to be near Glanamon because that's where my brother and all my nephews live. That'd be lovely down there. We have got videos on the channel of the Welsh Mountains, Herbert's Quarry, and stuff. It's stunning, is what it is. Absolutely stunning. And it might be one of the best places in the UK for rock crawling. And I'm sure there are people from other places in the UK that have got good rock crawling that would argue that. But it is definitely the best place I know in the UK, or that I've visited in the UK for rock crawling. Just superb. There's mountains behind where my brother lives, and that's where we're aiming to be in a similar. Sorry if I beat the mic up there. That's where we're aiming to be, somewhere near my brother. Behind him there are mountains. You go up the top of the mountain and get out of the vehicle ready to do some rock crawling, and for a minute you're like, what is going on? There's something odd. And then you realise it's because it is dead silent up there. There's just no noise. I was up there outside the car and I was like, something feels off. And then I realised there was no noise, and there was a sheep in the distance. So I went, meh. And I was like, oh, it's because it's so damn quiet up here. Right, so which hole do we want? We're in the... Looking at how quickly that throws itself down, I'd say we're going to go move that back. I'm fascinated with all the quarries in Wales. They filmed a lot of movies. They have indeed. And I was thinking, actually, when I was at Herbert's Quarry in Wales the last time I filmed down there, I did a trail guide on Herbert's Quarry, just so that people that are not from the area could, get a look at it. And I used an app called What 3 Words, so people won't just find the quarry, they'll also find the exact rocks that I crawled on, because What 3 Words allows you an accuracy of like 2 meters or something like that. Yeah, so I've forgotten what I was saying. We were talking about quarries. yeah, Herbert's Quarry is a spectacular spot. The vistas on a good weather day, the vistas are incredible. Oh yeah, that's it. When I was at Herbert's Quarry, I think I actually said in one of the videos, it feels like you're in like Mordor or somewhere from the Lord of the Rings. It's just so vast. And the only place I've ever had that feeling, other than that, was up in Yorkshire. I was up in Yorkshire, just below the Black Mountains. Right. So that has got a little bit too much. A little bit too much. And where do we end up? So we end up there. So we could do with a little bit more spring. You know, Dwight, Mr. C would be proud of you using your power tool for everything. He would. I don't use it for absolutely everything, but yeah, I do use it a lot. I might even be guilty of overuse. I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking we could do with a little bit more spring in the front. But I don't know if I've got anything between the springs that I've got on and too much. I don't want to put an orange spring on just because of the aesthetics. What does Mr. C call it? Sacrifice for vanity or something, isn't it? So, they might be somewhere near where we want to be. I definitely don't have the organisation skills that Mr. C's got, or the knowledge when it comes to thicknesses of springs. These are, so they're 75s or 85s. They're both 85s. Right, let's crap. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. There's a desert lizard on the floor. Let me just rectify that because I'll forget it's down there. So that was the other option. I do have two sets of desert lizards. One of them needs to go with Venom when Venom goes out. So one of them is going, but that's the other option. Would that rectify the ride height situation? It would. Oh, now I've got to get the desert lizards out and consider that. And I guarantee they won't be sprung correctly. Or, well, they feel like they're going to be sprung out. Hello, Spuddercrawler, good afternoon. Fanta Banter, wow, looking good. Thank you. Love these axles. It took almost 2 months to have them back in stock here in California. Wow, I did not know that. They were out of stock for that long. So tempted to go with the DLs. It's got like a little bump about halfway down. I have a love-hate relationship with desert lizards. I'm just trying to ascertain because I don't remember if oh, it's that end. It feels like, yeah, they are. That one is sprung lighter. these have to be the best axles for four-wheel steer, unless you're going super boutique. I can't imagine for 1 minute that there is a better option. Talking of options, I bet I should have gone with these straight from the get-go. Just having a little look. Right, so we can't run that one upside down. That's okay. Yeah, that's going to give us exactly the right length. Are they going to boop down much? It's going to settle down a little bit. That Injora rig is looking sharp. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting there. We've got I don't know whether you guys know, but I make custom brass. That's the super chunky kit for a TRX4 Defender. This is a super chunky suspension and standard chunky links for a UTB18, and we've got a few other sets. But I make custom brass for everything. This has got, these aren't actually mine, they're D-links on the front, custom rears by yours truly. Yeah, and we're achieving a really good front to rear bias. Not sure whether I'm a super fan of that. The damping feels good, but I can't help feeling I'd like to be at this ride height and then just have a bit of drop out. Let's take them off and we'll start again. What do you have powering your rig? In this build, links to everything should be in the description, I think. But I'm running the MEUS radio and ME6A, MO6A. This is controlling the four-wheel steer. And in there, hello, RC Mummy.
Oh, son's asleep.
Oh, is he? Fantastic. RC Mummy's just come in to tell me that the RC baby is fast asleep. So inside there, we've got a Secure 1800 3625, and there's a Rhino V80 in there. I'm just checking. There's a Rhino V80 in there, and OCS half height 45 kg up the front, and just a cheap Amazon red case on the back. So I don't know whether I can get you a shot of all that in there. I'm hoping that we can get a cockpit set up to cover all this up so it just looks nice. And I might go for a little motor in the back, like a little V10 or something spicy looking in the back there. But yeah, hopefully that answers all the questions. Dwight, do you know if you can do any mixing or cruise control? Cruise control, I don't know about, but I was talking about this the other day. A lot of people just get rid of these. I always keep my little 2S NiCads that come with stuff because they make a really good desktop power supply. Let's power him up for you. All right, babe, ciao. And I'll show you how I've got this set up. So this is mixing that I've got set up on here. So we're just going to select the model, and there you can go. We've got Yeti and the Hulk on this one. Select that. Back out. The Hulk. Right. I'm not going to bother putting this battery in properly, because why would I? And I'll show you. I can at least show you how I've got it set up. Right, little button. There we go. Just grab it to make sure. See the slow start there? That's nice. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll turn it round this way so that we don't blind everybody in the universe. So that's just the OCS, the OC servo on the front. Ton of look at the steering angle on these MEUS ISO kinetic four-wheel steer axles. Incredible, and I've got them set safely. So I've just got it on the button. So we hit the button, and that gives us rear steer. You can see the difference between the Amazon red case and the one on the front there. And then we've got that, which is you know, all-wheel steer. Look at it. Like these are. It's just. It's comical, you know. And final click of obviously we've got crab, and she's a nice sounding rig, considering we've got open a spur and pinion, and she's not really been run yet except for a couple of times just in the house. It's actually catching on the, and I actually think the spur is a little bit non-concentric as well, and that's at maximum dropout as well, so the drive shafts are at a little bit of a weird angle, but she goes nice and slow. She does all the slow stuff, so it'd be interesting to see how we go when we actually get outside the rock, on the rocks and stuff. So I'm not sure about cruise control yet. I know the doc said you couldn't do it, but they are dropping firmwares. I think there's been 2 since I've had this. So it is possible. I've got a contact at MEUS, so I'm going to ask them, and I will come back to you, Spudderin. Did you change out the universals in your axles? It was kind of a pain, but well worth it. Change out the universals in your axles. No, these are the double cardon ones, Bill. They come with the double cardons that have had all the issues ironed out of them, so there's no need to change anything. It's good to go, yeah. And as you can see, she's plenty slow enough, and this is just on a 2S, of course. It's a 4S rig, so when I can't reach my batteries, they're over there, but this will actually run on I've got a 650. Well, I've got 2 650s and an 850. They fit in the front. I've actually modified the position. This cage wants you to run the battery in this space here, but I've actually made it, because we've got a servo behind the axle, I can actually run my battery in this space here. So I learned recently that to a point, forward is more important than low. So, or as important as low. So we've got it the same height as it was, but more forward. So that should be more good. Right, we're going to whip these shocks off, and we're going to try the Desert Lizards, because why not? I need to make sure that I've got all the screws and bits and bobs before I get that deep into the matrix. Oh, sorry, Venom. Sitting over there, minding your business, waiting for your raffle tickets to sell. This is taken forever to sell sell raffle tickets for this build, and I think I'm probably going to have a break from raffles for a while because of how stressful that was. Maybe when the channel's got a load more subscribers, let's not forget to turn that off. It'll be worth me building another one-off rig for someone to win. Yours came with the good axles, yeah. Oh, you had to change yours. Gonna pop out for a minute. All right, Spudder, no probs. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, mine hasn't needed any fettling. Touch wood. I'm touching wood over here, Bill. So I'm hopeful that I won't have any issues at all with them. These are the raffle rig. Venom is running MEUS ISO kinetics. Been absolutely bomb proof. This rig that is in the raffle has been used a lot for testing and stuff for making content on the channel and whatnot. So people are essentially bidding or having a go in a raffle to win a second-hand rig, essentially. But you know, it's for all intents and purposes, it is new. But I've used these a fair bit, and I've had no problems that I can think of. Yeah, just been super duper. Right, let's get this wheel off. We're going to fit these desert lizards, and then I'm going to drag old Spidey down. And my buddy Jamie has lent me a set of Sedonas on some lovely wheels. Really nice. Just grab those. I've got a set of Sedonas. Ignore the Louise Champs bag. Set of Sedonas on trail wheels. And Spidey isn't really geared up or designed for a 2.2, but I think he's big enough to run them. So we're going to do that. I think that'll be fun, if nothing else. Never understood why some people still stick their nose up at desert lizards. I like them. Just that, yeah, they're a paint and change your oil with for sure. Yeah, building them. I think you know. Actually, once you're used to it, it's all right. Like once you've done it a few times, you kind of get used to it. But I remember the first set of desert lizards I had. Yeah, you needed to take a deep breath before you went to deal with them because, man, they were a pain in the arse. You need like 4 pairs of hands, Bill, don't you, to deal with them. They're so fussy. Right, so we are going to go like that. And I'm thinking, have I got... So they use these countersink, is that what they call it? They use these countersink screws, and that is what way too much. I don't know if it is actually. By the time it's gone through there, oh no, they're going to be fine. I was thinking I would have to swap those out. I don't think we do. Right, am I happy with that going that end? No. Are we going to run them upside down? That's the question. Yeah, I mean, I've never had any trouble with my desert lizards. And I know that's a very small sample. But I've never had any trouble with my desert lizards. So. Right, so I'm just looking to see what's what here. So I've got 2 longer screws. I think I I might have the hardware that I'll need kicking about. So that's going to go, that is going to be long enough for that one. The only thing is I might have to snip the ends off of one of the sets of screws. They don't have enough side articulation if I do it that way. Yeah, no, I can feel it pulling out. So we can't run shock at the bottom. I've got to go, the kids are taking the old man to the beach today. Oh, brilliant. Oh, you have a fantastic time, Bill. I really appreciate you you popping in. And I hope you and the kids have a great day. This is a bit annoying, having to run the the screws through and only being able to use the countersunks. There we go, Lisa. So the bill. Yeah. Right, that's definitely given us more articulation that way. So I'm not super fussed about having to run the Desert Lizards the right way up, because something I've noticed is how incredibly good they are at not barfing their guts out. They've been really solid at that. One of my favourite shocks, in fact, in that respect. I'm just going to go in the middle hole. Has anybody considered buying one of those Yukon rock slides? I did a video on it a few days ago, well, a couple of weeks ago, probably now, actually. Even though they were supposed to be sending me one and then completely reneged on it after I'd done content on it, I still kind of want one just to get it in and like see how good it is. Let's have a look. Do you know what, guys? Oh, they feel good. I think these are going to be a pain to fit. I'm going to be digging through boxes looking for hardware and stuff, but I actually think the Desert Lizards are going to be the golden ticket for this. We'll know when we've got the fronts on, I guess. Once we've got the fronts, because that's where the backs were sitting pretty nice. But the fronts were definitely looking a bit wonky. I don't know why I've used 2.5 socket heads for the rear of this. Those, it's a shame because those black shocks are They're beautiful. They're so smooth. Right. Right, that's that one. They are sprung ever so slightly different, so just trying to match them up. Yikong, is that the huge Bronco copy? No, I've got one of those behind me, Rudy. I run Desert Lizards and everything. Oh, pretty much I have. Yeah. And I mean, I run the Chavtech, so the Dravtech copies, Traxxas Brigboard copies on lots of stuff. And I've probably got 3 sets of lizards as well. And they're great. They're great. They're not, they're not the easiest shocks to build. I think we was just saying that a minute ago with Bill. But they do the job. We're not going in. Not going in there with that one. We're going in there with that one. So that's going to go at the top. We put it in the middle, didn't we? Yeah. So you got to use what works, and in my experience, they have just worked flawlessly. I haven't suffered with leaks. Yeah, I haven't suffered with any leaky shocks. I have a couple of sets of those too, but prefer the lizards. They're smoother. They are definitely smoother. They're harder to build, but there's less work to do with them out of the box. Like these are so incredibly smooth. It would be hard to argue that for sure. All right, so let's get that the right way round. Yeah, that Bronco, Rudy, is, I think, sat behind me, and I'm selling it. I've had it a long time. It was one of the first rigs that I got a long while back. Feels like there's some odd pinching going on. Let's get the wheel on, and then we'll be able to see if there's any weirdness. I'll grab it in a sec, Rudy, and see if we're talking about the same rig. It's an absolute bargain for anybody that's in the UK that's not too far away from me as well, because I want 225 quid posted for it. I need to move my chair because this thing weighs more than the core of the sun. Oh my goodness. Is this what you meant? Oh, I can't get it in the shot. Sorry. Excuse me for a second, Hulk. Is this what you was on about? This one. This is the 8 scale Yikong 4083. The lights on this, it's got angel eye lights on the front of it. It's got the whole lot, hazard lights, reverse lights, everything. This is such a good deal for someone. 225 quid. It's got all of the brass, including the C-hubs up the front. It's got overdrive and underdrive, selectable, lockable diffs, 2-speed, Proline XL high racks on dual stage foams, Fastrax alloys. It's even got Daryl from The Walking Dead in it. Yeah, this thing's an absolute beast. 225 quid, and I've had it for sale for ages. It comes with a really good, like, I haven't changed it. It's got, oh my God, it's so heavy. It comes with a really good radio as well. Like, they ship with a Dumbo CR6S, so selectable diff locks, 2 speeds over here. There's a button there for locking and unlocking. I think I already said that, but yeah, I can't believe, like, that's giving it away at 225. They're 550 new, and I've thrown all the brass at it and gears and yeah, optimised stuff. Little tweaks I've done myself. Just got back, had to go grab some lunch. What's the time where you are, Spudder? That's it. They've got all the bells and whistles, yeah. Bit big for my liking. Think I'd have trouble lifting it about. Yeah, no. I think you might have trouble lifting it about. Because I do. Oh, do you know what? Those links at the back, if we... Oh, do you know the Desert Lizard idea? Absolutely spot on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is how confident I am that we've made the right decision. I'm actually going to put all of my shocks that I've got all over the desk here back in this tub, because I'm that confident that these are the shocks. I'll tell you what we are going to do. Like, we're going to put the Chavtex in a bag so that they can't spew their guts out all over everything. I might just leave these out on the desk over here in the bag and just rebuild them before I put them away properly, because they are messy. Such a good rig, that. 11:45 a.m. West Coast, so New York side of the country, isn't it? I was thinking about this earlier. There's like 5 hours difference between east and west or something, isn't there? At a guess. Right, what have we got? Have we got any shock fitting screws? No. Right. I've got a miscellaneous screw box over here that might have what we need in it. I've just recently had a reconfiguration of... Here we go. No, that's all socket heads. Right, we have got a drawer, but typically it is at the bottom of a pile. Can you guys see? No, yeah, you can. It's at the bottom of this pile, I think, the one that I want out. This is where everything comes tumbling down. We did the magic trick there. Did you see that? Where you just like pull the tablecloth out and everything stays there. We've just done that on a terrifying amount of small stuff if it fell over and spilled. So that's good. Oh, yeah. How stupid of me. Yeah, of course, New York's on the east. California and that is all on the west, isn't it? What is wrong with me? Sleep deprivation, I think, is taking its toll. It looks like we've got the goods, guys. Yes, right. So we need 2 that length. And then we need 2 longer ones, which means we might have to use... No, they're not going to work. They will, though. I think these have got... No, that's it. We've got the stuff. Best thing I did after watching Crawler Canyon, pull out his trays of organised stuff with little labels on loads of times. I eventually pulled the trigger on a few packs. So cheap off of Amazon. And it did take me a long time to fill them out and get all the stuff in the right boxes and that. But, mate, this phone being all the way over there is killing me. That's better. I've got a little phone stand. Well, it's not a little phone stand. I'll tell you what, that. Oh, thank you, RC Mummy. The RC Mummy got me a Mando phone stand, little charge stand, and it holds me phone. Oh, that is perfect. I'm going to try and visit Crawler Canyon at the end of the month. That, Spudder, is a life goal. I know my life sounds really sad now, doesn't it? But that is one of my... Is it a dream? Would that be overselling it? No, I mean, yeah, it's one of my... It's on my bucket list. I think that's probably that's a good way to say it. I'm really chuffed for you if you're able to do it, Spudder. That would be spectacular. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I was a little bit jealous. I'd be absolutely lying. But you know, good vibes and all that. I'm trying to be the good guy and be pleased for you. I genuinely am pleased for you that if you're able to do it. What a fantastic thing to be able to do. I would imagine there are a ton of us. Hello, GRC. Been there and drove Sandy while I was there. Wow, that's such a dream for me. I'd need to be there, and I don't know whether Crawler Canyon, because he's not a people person. I don't know whether he could put up with me, because I think you have to be a people person to put up with me for that long. Yeah, that'd be incredible. Well, who do I want to drive the most? After seeing Gary Musey perform yesterday, I think I would be excited to drive Gary. Did anybody see that episode yet? Gary did so well yesterday. Wife and I are heading to Las Vegas, and the canyon is about 3 hours from there. Right. So are you going to give her a load of money to play the slot machines and then just nip off to the canyon for the day? How's that going to work? We're going to go in the middle on the front, just in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing. Yeah, we're going in the middle on the front as well. Love to run our rigs in the canyon and see how they would do, but it's a little bit too far from Germany. Bavaria. Haha, land of BMW. Bavarian Motorworks, isn't that what it stands for? I think I would want to drive Baseline. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, you got to drive Baseline. I got there on Sunday morning around 9 a.m. I left around 4, drove all day, no lunch break. That sounds like my kind of day. I often forget to drink water. Oh, I haven't drunk any water. I often forget to drink water when I'm working and streaming or editing as well. So, yeah, I can relate to that kind of session for sure. And like I kind of feel like it would need to be a multiple day visit if Mr. C was up for that, because, you know, the UK, it would cost a good chunk of money to get there. That screw's not going to work because it meets the shoulder. Oh, it doesn't need to be a shouldered one for the bottom of these because it's going through double shit. So I just use the one I've got. Silly sod. Right. Am I missing it? Oh, Spudder. Thank you so much. I know I'm really rooting for you to get to the canyon. Bless you, buddy. You know what, guys? This is so awkward talking about this, but like, if you want to have a go in the, or if you want to send me some money, have a go in the raffle for Venom. Like, you can have a go at winning Venom, but I'm not that I'm not grateful for that. I'm super grateful for it, and it always feels like a little bit awkward when people give you money, but I just remember I have to say thank you and let you know how much I appreciate it. You've already bought. Of course you have. Of course you have. Yeah, we could have bought another tenner's worth. But I appreciate it. I really, really do. Oh, I don't know. We might need to move forward one more shot position to get this right. I need like a little ATEM like Mr. C's got, which is like a camera selecting tool. Run 2 cams, and then I could do like a desk level cam or something, so you can look at length, heights and stuff. But yeah, I think this was a good decision. I would have been happy running these on here for definite, 100%. I would have just put some negative springs on. Don't tell Mr. C. Don't tell Mr. C I would have run negative springs. Elastic bands, negative springs. But yeah, I would have done that, and I think we'd have been in pretty good shape like that. But if you're going to run negative springs, run a desert lizard, right? If you run elastic bands on your rig, you could just run desert lizards. Boom, sorted. Right. Oh, let's not lose that proprietary bit. Feels weird, doesn't it? People sending you money that you do, like people you don't really know other than through a chat somewhere or something, and then sending you money on the internet. It restores faith in the human species a little bit, is what it does. Oh dear. Right. Oh, how have I managed to do that side? Having a quick look at the way the other side went together, I'm almost positive we're going to need to run this in the front hull. And if anybody's wondering, these are 90mm Desert Lizards, and I'm running 35 weight oil in them, and we're running them in almost full droop configuration. I never know what they prefer that to be called, but we have the small spring at the bottom, so we've got a little bit of suspension. I've not run them in full droop yet. That is something we will do Has anybody else... Oh, I need to put my phone on the charger. Has anybody else run theirs in full droop yet? Any negatives? Any pros? I guess it means you do get a little bit more dropout, but then you get no suspension action at the bottom or at the top of the stroke. Ah, you bugger. I've missed the hole. Bloody. If it had air around it, I'd have found it. Apologise for the adult humour or the adult content out of my brain. I was worried about that because I've got a potty mouth, and I tend to say the first thing that comes into my head, and quite a lot of that is X-rated. And I was really worried about it, but then, you know, you find your people that way, don't you? That's kind of how my brain works. And the RC mummy's exactly the same. She's got a terribly dirty mind. And she says the first thing that comes into her head as well. We're very, very similar that way. I think we may both have undiagnosed ADHD. If not somewhere on the spectrum, definitely. Right. I've got to move that other shot position the other side, guys. I put the other one in, and then as I was flipping it round to do this side, I thought to myself instantly, do you know what? I think I need to be in the front hole. Oh, this is so good. Yes, it definitely needs moving to the front hole. This is not up for debate. I'm just going to get it moved. So good. I'm running 100 mil. Have a look. I'm running 100 mil without box spring, without a box spring setup, 45 weight oil in my Injora buggy, Amazon aluminium Capra axles. So this actual buggy, Troy, is that correct? Am I correct in thinking that? I'm saying these are not. You've got me wondering now. Dang it. Do you know, I noticed I've got Americanisms now, like dag nabbit, and when I'm cursing, when I'm out crawling and stuff, I find it keeps coming out. I'm one of those people that assimilates, is that the word, very quickly. Like if I move to another part of the world, I end up blending in really quickly. Oh, what have we done up the top on this side? We put the wrong screw in is what we've done, which will limit the amount of movement we get. Oh, the build's going really... I don't know what you missed, Fanta Banter, but we was going to fit... We had the dirty Chavtex on there, and then I had these ready built in the box. These were also Chavtex, but these are beautiful. This might be the smoothest set of Chavtex I've ever had. So we took those out though, because I couldn't help thinking that this build might work with Desert Lizards, and then we tried them on the back and instantly become absolutely 100% positive that was the right thing to do. So we've just fitted either 100 or 90 mil Desert Lizards but I think they're 90s. I'm not 110% sure. No. So at the moment, guys, without my little spacers, the shocks are sitting, leaning in. Oh my goodness, we're supposed to be limiting. No way. Can you let me? That's ridiculous. Let's get a Sedona out. We're going to be fitting these on Spidey in a minute. So there's a Sedona, and I reckon there's a thing, one of my fingers, but not, my finger isn't a measurement of standard measurement, is it? Chavtech clone. I'm hearing Chavtech. Are you saying, yeah, Chavtech? So yeah, as Spanner said, it's a Dravtech clone. It's a copy, and Dravtechs are just copy of Traxxas big bores. So this is a metal Traxxas big bore, and Dravtech, so Deluxe, copied the Traxxas big bore, and then China copied Deluxe. But with the new ones, I haven't done seal packs or anything in this, guys. I cleaned it, checked to make sure I'd got the seal pack at the right amount. I put some of my Injora shock lube on them, and then filled them up with 25 weight, and these are absolutely beautiful. I have resprung them because they were massively oversprung for what I had. Now that's how it's supposed to be. Love that flex. One of the things with the Capra cages that I've heard is that you need to control the flex, but I guess we'll see. You can't see this ride height, guys, which is a tad unfortunate. It looks like there's enough weight in the axles for them to drop out completely. So that's nice. And it's doing the things, guys. So ideally, what you want from this setup is for it to drop out, so the wheels will drop down when you're going over stuff. But when you turn it over, for it to not drop down. And that's exactly, I hope I'm displaying that for you guys correctly. It's not dropping out. So that means in a climb, the suspension's not going to drop out. It's going to keep it sucked up, even when we're in a really, really tall climb. It's just going to stay at it. And like when we're going over something, they'll drop out to grab. If anything, we could do with going down one spring weight, but I think I'm on the lowest spring weight I can, and I think I'm willing to sacrifice dropout for hold. So for climbing, this should be able to stay as flat as possible. You're gonna love it. They are base. I'm so excited, Troy. I can't even begin to say. So let's have a bit of fun before I fit the before I start fitting stuff to Spidey. We're gonna get Spidey down and fit those Sedonas in a minute. What's the wheelbase? Troy's probably got a better idea than anybody that hasn't got one of these. But what do you reckon I've got the wheelbase set at? Let's turn it round to the camera. Is that good for you guys there? I think I'm definitely, before I put this away, I'm definitely going to put spacers in the front now. I'm just making sure everything else is buttoned up properly. Right. Come on, guys, have a guess. What do you think the wheelbase is on the Hulk? And it's not answers on a postcard. I'm waiting. 13. Oh, sorry, Fanta Banter. Can we do centimetres, please? It's about time everywhere in the world did centimetres, because who really knows what 32/15 is? 1 minute. Sorry, mate. 360. That would be some long crawler. 33. So 330.02. Troy's gone 13.5 inches. Because my ruler has got inches this side going that way and then centimetres going that way, I have no idea what that is. Alexa, what's 13.5 inches in centimetres?
13.5 inches is 34.29 centimetres.
343. That's 300 and...
I'm not sure how to help you with that.
Thank you, Alexa. You can go to sleep now. 342, I think Alexa's just said. Anybody else want to have a go before I get the measuring stick out? I know what I built it to, but we've changed stuff since then. I've gone brass links. I'd like Delrin placeholders on the back. We've changed the caster angle on the back. I need to have a look at that, actually. I just want to check my pinion angles. Where are they from? Rainbow Shops. What, the ones that was on here? Yeah, if you look in the description, Fanta, there should be links to those shops down there. 30, yeah, that's it. 34 point or 342 mil. When you're doing small stuff, you work in mil. Obviously, this is getting big, but so to your left in the clear pack. So these, yeah, these are fake DravTechs, and they come with, in the pack, they give you the offset heads. They give you the offset heads, 2 different spring weights, and the straight caps as well. So if you need a bit more lay down, you can get it by having the offset caps. And these ones, they come with a screw-in seal pack cover, so that they're pretty good. This is one of the ones that I've rebuilt, which is good because I'm not all covered in goo. If you rebuild these, they're really nice. This is oversprung for anything I've got. You could almost use these on that big 8 scale crawler I've got there with a hard body. But yeah, they do come with a lighter spring, and these are about 18 quid a set ish on AliExpress, and I'm pretty sure I've got a link in the description below. But if you can't find a link, I'll tell you what, give me 2 secs and I'll give you a link. And then I'll get the truck measured for you guys. I'm assuming it'll let me post links for you. You watch, I won't be able to find those shops now. It should be in my orders. Oh, there we go. I found them straight away. That was lucky. He says. Last 2 years. Here we go. I've had them a while. I'm having trouble finding the crawler shocks. I'm having trouble. So, can you guys still hear me all right when I'm over here? There they are. I found them. Right, I should be able to post that in chat. There you go. Let me know if that hasn't come up, and if I need to, I'll do it another way for you. Right, is everybody ready? Oh, you're off, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming in. Let us know when you got your next crawler competition on. And if you've got video of it again, well, I guess we'll watch you winning once again. Do you want to have a quick guess before you go, Lisa, at what the wheelbase is? I'll give you like 30 seconds. It smells like the RC Mummy's cooking pastry stuffs. Oh, I wonder what we've got. We got like turnovers or something going by the smell of it. Oh, it was loud and clear over there. Thank you, Fanta. Right, Lisa, looks like Lisa's gone. Here we go, guys. We are at 357. 33.9. Nope. What did I say? 357. Yeah. Yep, 357. Someone said 360. Who said that? Yeah, this is a lengthy chap. There are a few climbs at one of the spots that I go to that I've struggled to reach. This is going to fix that. But then can we break over? So when you gain wheelbase like this, one of the things you lose is turning capabilities, but we've got dig and four-wheel steer, haven't we? So I'm not too worried about that. Man, that servo on the back is difficult to manipulate by your hand. We've got four-wheel steer and dig. Yeah, you was 3 mil off, Spudder. Pretty good. I thought you'd overshot, actually, but I remembered when I did the rear links, I did extend the back a bit as well. I'd just been up to one of the spots that I can't get because of height. This thing is absolutely going to reach no problem. But then have we lost enough breakover for it to become a problem? That's the question. Right. Before I throw this one down. Oh, actually, no, I can do that afterwards. Seen enough of that rig now. Oh, Spidey. We've just done some optimization on Spidey recently. We shortened the upper part just a touch longer than mine. Right, what are you at, Troy? I hadn't intended to go that long, if I'm honest. And then I did. That's simple. If anybody's looking for a body, doesn't want to paint it and wants like the Power Wagon thing, these come in red, green, and one other colour that I can't think of. It's like a Power Wagon thing. This is off the FTX Texan or the RGT something or other. But if you type in RGT Power Wagon and then just chop it up and make it fit, put a couple of holes in it, boom, sorted. I absolutely love them. I've got another couple of builds planned and I'm just going to buy those. And then the furniture, is it furniture? All the wing mirrors and all these bits and bobs, it comes in a kit for about £4, specifically designed for this shell. So a lot of people ask me about that shell, so I thought I'd mention it. This is Spidey. We've got a negative spring in it. Don't tell Mr. C we've got a negative spring in it. Yipping AK70, 2300 Pro, Hobby Wing, MEUS Gold Rush, Chavtex, of course, we got a set of Chav. Look at that, look. It's like you're at the canyon, isn't it? It's like one of Mr. C's rigs. Whenever I used to watch his rigs go go down like that. I used to think, oh, one day when I've learned how to build things, mine will do that. What are we doing? We're switching tyres. So my good buddy Lee from the Crawler Canyon chat has lent me a set of Sedonas. What shall I have them? Shall I have him in B or A? Let's go A. So that'll be that side. Oh, no. No, we're going to go in B configuration. They've got an A and a B on. I don't know whether you're familiar with these. They come with an A and a B, so you can have them rotating A or B. But it's going to mess with my head. The lug looks like it should go that way, you know, if we're talking about how scale things are. And that, according to the sidewalls, is the B direction. So at the moment, we're just running little carbon 1.9s. These are on Injora. His dailies are Injora Cleons with Team ReVolt inserts. And sorry if anybody tunes into, like, at this point of the stream. I don't know. So I should have put the fronts on first, really. I don't know if these are too much wheel and tyre for Spidey. I'm suspecting, looking at where the front of that is, we might get away with it. Let's put both with one side on, and then I guess we'll know. The missus is definitely cooking. Either that or I've left the pastry on my PC and it's getting really hot. That's entirely possible. Won't be the first time. Right. So I'm assuming this is going to be the same. Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. I put them in the bag sided so that the right wheel was with the right wheel. Or the left wheel was with the left wheel. I guess that makes more sense. Right, is that going to be too much? No, it is going to rub my beautiful brass. Yeah, we're not in a situation where we're going to tear anything up. Guys, this is going to work. So, the body. Let's throw the body back on for a sec. Yeah, they're huge, right? $342.9. Is that what? That's what? Yeah, yours is 342.9. And this is 357. Oh, it's only 8 mil, right? No, 18 mil. No, wait, what? 357, 15 mil ish. Right, are we going to get body rubbage? These are going to work, guys. Oh no! It looks. I'm not gonna flip it around so you can see it yet. I'm gonna switch it around. My goodness, the clearance. Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be absolute jokes. Like this will be a good episode, even if it's just for shits and giggles. That is, yeah, that is gonna be comical. The thing is, if I end up liking this setup, like this tyre and wheel combo is about, did he say? I think Jamie said 140 quid. The tyre she told you not to worry about. It is, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, that tyre. No, he's just a friend. Oh, they are colossal. If I had have bet money, if somebody had said to me, right, we're going to have a bet whether these are going to fit your truck or not, I would have lost money. Seriously, I would have lost money. I thought we was going to have to modify stuff to try this. I was going to have to run like wheel hexes to push the track width out, but this is going to work. It is. Right, are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal, guys? I don't know. Does it? It's either brilliant or it's ridiculous, and I'm not the guy to judge that because I'm well known for thinking something looks brilliant when it actually looks ridiculous. They are going to rub a little bit, but not where they're going to damage themselves. Oh my goodness. Look. Jamie, what have you done? The clearance on this it's just ridiculous. I want to go out now. I wish it was daylight. That is going to look spectacular. Now I've got to decide. I'll make these. These are 15 quid a set if anybody's interested. I've got to decide whether I like the silver and brass or the just brass. I kind of think like the silver and brass look pretty good together. Yeah, it might need to go wider to regain side hill. Like this thing has been incredible side hilling. Let's just have a look. Yeah, those the portal, the C hubs and that, especially on the rear, are buried. It might require a bit of a hub tweak. What are you thinking on the bonnet, the exhaust stacks? Do you think I should go with the gold and silver, the golden alley, or with the sort of copper and brass? I think the silver looks better. Those wheels look like tractor wheels, but yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Jamie has made it a thing. That's I can't wait. I can't wait to go out and try this. I've got to, as soon as the stream's finished, I need to take a photograph and send it to Jamie because he was like, you should go try it on Spidey because these are his wheels and tyres and I'm just borrowing them. I threw them on. We took Venom out, our raffle rig. We took Venom out on these and he was incredible. He's really good on the 3D printed inserts and the Louise Champs, but he was incredible on these. And these have just got foams in. No weight, nothing. There's nothing special about these brass to match the rest of the brass. So you reckon, Spuddy, you reckon I should go not like this then? You think I should go brass and brass? I mean, these have got brass where it comes out of the body. I was just thinking, like, the brass does match the brass, but then the aluminium, you know, is like proper exhaust metal colour. I'm willing to change them if you think I've gone the wrong way, though. Those wheels look like tractor wheels. I certainly do. Oh, I wonder what this is going to do. Like, how much... These wheels are the wheels that your girlfriend told you not to worry about. Damn, they are huge. Can you see? I'm trying to think how the best way to do that on the camera. They are massive compared to what was running on there. I wonder what the PSI is going to be like because Spidey Spidey's a light rig. All up with battery, Spidey usually runs in this configuration around 2250 to 2300, I think, depending on battery. Yo, Sam, how you doing? You missed some fun stuff, mate. I promise you, the silver does look more like an exhaust. Are they 2.2? Yes, they are 2.2, and he usually runs a 1.9. And when Jamie said, why don't you try these Sedonas on here? I was like, oh, it's just going to be ridiculous. Part of me thinks I'm right, but part of me is also saying, what the heck? Go do it. Go. Like, this is almost like a dumb, isn't it? Man, I'm thinking the trail wheels on this just look the bee's knees as well. I'm just holding it up. I'm waiting for the camera to catch up. I like the brass and alley look, but exhausts are generally one colour, so all brass makes more sense. Or maybe all alley. Yes. But I've only got M4 cone washers in silver. So back to the brass it goes. I actually think when I was driving Spidey out in the wild the other day, that the all brass looked really good, but I couldn't help thinking that I'd put 10 grams of brass as high as you can possibly put weight on a truck. After I machined the brass ones up, I was like, oh damn, they're going to be heavy. They're not too bad though. I think the pair, like both of these, and they're a bit pricking a shirt sleeve as well. They're not, I haven't really optimised this as well as I'd like to. Like, these won't be going up for sale as they are. When the brass ones are available, they will be matching the cone washer. The cone washer and the brass relationship will be far better. Hello, Neil. How are you? Thank you for popping in. You've missed some fun, Neil. We've been doing things. I believe you know who Jamie Leadfoot. Everybody knows Leadfoot FPV from Crawler Canyon, right? The guy who's running that new club, or the guy who's pretty much built the club in Kent. He said to me, I've got some Sedonas. Why don't you give them a go on one of your rigs? Specifically, actually, said, why don't you give them a go on your raffle rig, Venom? And I said, that's very kind of you, Jamie. I would love to. And then after I'd finished doing that, I said, right, what do you want me to do? Send these back to you. Excuse me a sec, guys. Do you want me to send them back to you? Or do you want me to just bring them down next time I come down, or what? Are you desperate to get them back? And he said, I'm far too busy to be messing around with tyre swaps and stuff at the minute on my rigs. Why don't you stick them on Spidey? And that's the result. I can't wait to get out with this now. I really can't. And some of you might notice the addition of this silver Marvel sticker. My son got a Marvel cap, Spider-Man cap, the other day. You know, like snapbacks, I think you cool kids call them. And he said, can we stick this on Spidey? But he's only 3. And I went, yeah, we can, as long as you let me do it. And that'll be on there for a while. I don't know how long. But that wasn't part of the original build. But I think it looks super cool, even though I offset it ever so slightly. Even though it's got a Marvel trademark on it. What am I missing? Loads of Wagwan in. Spudder said maybe split the difference and go 22525. What are these? What are these? These are... These are not far off 525. They're a bit more. These are like 5.4s. What's that posh machine you use when you're making brass links? By machine, do you mean that? Is that what you mean, Fanta? It's a RPM shock duplicator tool. Or do you mean my lathe? 5556. They might be. This is sat down with a bit of weight on it. Is this what you meant? This one? I'm holding it in front of the camera. No, sorry, the one that cuts on the table. Yeah, the lathe. It is a Unimat. It's an EMCO Unimat 4. Yeah, my lathe. Yeah, so Unimat EMCO, an EMCO Unimat 4. I paid about $250 for it second hand off a guy on the internet. Crawl Stock RC. We got one of his stickers here somewhere. See if I can find it. He also has a YouTube channel, and he has built a replica of Matt's off-road recovery vehicle. Will it focus? There we go. Crawl Stock. If you look on YouTube, Crawl Stock RC, that's his channel, and he has done an incredible, not a direct copy, but his version of it, like an ode to the off-road wrecker. If you know Matt's can't even say it. Matt's off-road recovery is a famous YouTuber with a great big beard and a big family. Lovely channel. One of my favourites. And he's got a few vehicles: the Banana, the Morvair, which is a Corvair converted into an off-road collection recovery vehicle. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen Matt's off-road recovery. I've just noticed that I didn't plug my phone in. So let's get that done. I think, apart from doing a bit of tidying up, I think we've done the things that we needed to do. I thought this stream was going to go on for hours. There we go. We've got a bit of fast charging. So what we'll do, we'll put Spidey's everyday drivers, his daily drivers. Do you know, they might not end up being his everyday drivers. Just because of how much I like the monster truck situation. I bet the audio is terrible. His truck is sick. Yeah, I mean, he has got some incredible vehicles. Are we talking about Matt from Off-Road Recovery, or are we talking about Wayne from Crawl Stock RC? I'm getting confused now. Like, they're not. I thought I was going to be able to. Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio. I bet me rustling these bags is horrible. I'll try. I was thinking Spidey is looking a bit like the wrecker. Yeah, I'm very similar vibe. You got me thinking now, maybe I should do a MEUS Gold Rush wrecker build. You've got to have, though, if you're going to do it, and I'm not sure what tyres Wayne runs on his, you've got to have Mickey Thompson. Has he got the Baja Pros or the Baja Pro X's on it? I can't remember. The RC Mummy has been baking. What sort of guess was that? Let's see what she's made. Oh, guys, you can say, well, I'm a fat git. Look at that. Oh, I'm definitely going to be eating that in a sec. That is a Herbie chicken and cheese puff pastry turnover. My God, oh, I wish we had smelly vision, guys. I'm going to eat it for you. Be prepared for sex noises. Sounds like the annoying guy eating in the cinema. What?
Right, I'm gonna go back on there. I've got the worst migraine in the world.
Oh, bye.
I can't even eat it.
I'll come and give you an orgasm in a minute. It's supposed to be really good for headaches.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you. Love you. Bye. Oh my God, guys. Yeah. I'm trying to think what the back of the record looks like. It would need some like boxes and stuff, wouldn't it? In here. You'd probably want something that hides the shocks. So it's a body that come out along here. I apologise if me eating that was really, oh my God. Yeah, Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X, I think is what Matt runs on the Wrecker. So it would have to have them. And of course it would need to be yellow. But there'd have to be a fair bit of fabrication. I wouldn't want it to be just something that was jokingly thrown together a little bit like Spidey. I just got some stickers off of eBay, got a red truck, added in some red and blue accents and stuff, and called it Spidey. This is a bit lazy. Expect to see better from me in the future. I will promise to you that I will definitely do a bit better in the future. If I hadn't mentioned it before, I'm making custom links for vehicle. We've got a company called Chunky Links that is in its infancy. These aren't fully polished, ready to go yet, but they're the steering links. These polished ones at the end here, the big chunky 8mm, are steering links for the UTB-8. Because it's on the axle, the steering links, and because it's as far forward, this is the best weight you can add to the vehicle, as long as you've got a decent servo to throw it about. And these are the lowers. These are 6mm lowers. And I can't remember what the full set was, but I think the stock set, I can tell you right now, actually. The stock set weighed about 16 grams, I think 20 grams, and that set is 115. So you add a ton of weight, and a lot of that is in the front steering links. But not only do you get much stiffer links than the stock are plastic. Skittles. I've got a sugar rush munching a bag of Skittles. Have ya? Man, Skittles. I can't eat them now. My teeth are absolutely ruined from years of poor mental health and drug abuse. But that's all behind me now, thankfully. Just shows you can turn your life around. Once upon a time, I've been homeless, and but I was in rehab, drug addicted, and now I've got a beautiful young wife and a 3-year-old kid, and I don't need drugs in my life anymore. Although one of these pastries probably counts as drugs. Yeah, life's good. But Skittles, yeah, I remember when I could eat them, when I had my own teeth and I could eat them. I think I'm just filibustering now, guys. I don't think I've got anything else that needs mending that you guys would find interesting, assuming you found any of this. And thank you, Neil. It was a journey. I attribute a lot of my improvement to my partner Lisa, the RC mummy. I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. And since meeting her, my health, mentally and physically, really improved. Before we go, I'm just going to put these spacers in. And now, of course, I've got my son, Neo, who is just the best. I know everybody says this about their own kids, probably, to the point where they get annoying. Neo is such a good kid. He really is. He is a joy to be around. I spent the whole day with him today before he went to nursery, and it was just such a good day. Really enjoyed my time with him. All right, we're going to need to switch that screw out if we do that. Houston, we may have a problem. Did you fix your MEUS trans? Fanta, right. It wasn't the MEUS transmission. It turned out to be the front ring and pinion, and that's a MEUS axle. So you're like, oh, so it was one of the MEUS bits that went wrong then. No. In a word, it was due to me. Right, sorry, multitasking and not doing it very well. What ones do I want? Sorry, I'll finish my thoughts on that in a sec. Oh, I don't think I've got. No, I haven't. Oh, well, that's a shame. Have I got some smaller? Probably. Right, I'm going to deal with that. Let me tell you what I was saying. Let me finish that. Remote. Not the transmission. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. As you open the MEUS and Hot Racing, it's not just on the MEUS radio, it's on all of them, because Hot Racing is the OEM. Sorry, I'll just get this put back on. As you open and close the lid for the battery, they've just got the one tiny little wire at the back holding it to charge it. So you've only got to do that a couple of times and it breaks because there wasn't any strain relief on it. And just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Popped it off, pulled the wire out, popped a little bit of solder on it, and boom, sorted. Yeah, fixed it. Took me about 3 minutes to fix. I mounted my front shocks on my Injora cage to the battery cross brace. On that end, yeah, I couldn't do that. Where I've got it with the desert lizards set how they are, within like almost 3/4 droop or something they call this. Where I've got it set like that, if I was to mount them further back, that would drag the front up, and then we'd have like a negative skid situation going on. So that is, like, if you could see this, you can't really see it side on, like the pinion angles, the shock, the link positions, everything. I couldn't be happier with it. It is absolutely 100%. The desert lizards were the perfect solution for this. Absolutely. Couldn't be more chuffed with it. Expect to see this in a video. What am I going to say? Expect to see this in a video in the next 10 days, I'd say. My buddy Lee is sending me all of the decals. Then it will do a round in the studio, in the pitch black in here, with studio lights on it, and we'll show Spidey off in the Hulk off in all its glory with the decals and everything. And then we're going to take it to a couple of the more difficult spots. I know this rig has got some stuff in it. 2.2 Rhino Motors, OCS half-height servo, 3625 secure motor, all the MEUS radio gear with the mixing done for the four-wheel steer. We've got four-wheel steer and we've got dig. Like, this thing is going to be crazy. We are going to mess with the links. Expect to see, possibly, not 100% sure, expect to see brass versions of these, possibly. We've got toe in at the minute. I don't know whether you guys, let me see if I can get it straight onto the camera. So we've got toe in, and I want a little bit of toe out, just a tiny bit, but that's how I like to run my rigs. So the front, you can see it. I've got the front set. No, you can't see it. Maybe if I hold the rig like this. I've got a tiny, tiny little bit of toe out on the front. That's what I want on the back, but in the same direction. So I want the wheels toeing out. The moment, because they've used the same link, all the manufacturers do this, they're not unique. They use the same link for the front axle and back, and in my opinion it should be slightly shorter causing toe out, but it's slightly longer causing toe in. So on the front it works because it toes it out, but on the back it's the wrong way round. So that's my thoughts on that. Not that anybody asked. On the rear axle at full turn, rubbing on the links on the inside. Oh, God, this is so difficult to turn. Yes, but I'm okay with that. They're not rubbing hugely a bit. They're not bigly rubbing on the inside there. We could probably go to a straight rod end on the back, and all of this is subject to change. The first run out will really just be a shakedown. This has not touched dirt yet. Well, I've driven it up and down the sofa, but it's not been used outside because I wanted it to be pristine for the studio shots. And then this thing's going to get a good beating. But yeah, if you're looking forward to that, let me know. Them are the axles I'm getting for my Capra. The Injora proper four-wheel steer axles are so good. Like, I've got them in the raffle build, Venom, but not the four-wheel steer versions. When I heard they were doing a dedicated rear axle for making four-wheel steer rigs, I was straight in. As soon as I could get a set, I got a set. And on the bench and the front room and the few little plays I've had, they look like they're going to be super good. And we'll find out together. Once I get this over to my spot at the Secret Garden, I need to work out like the mounting position that they come up with got in the way of how I wanted to run the battery, so we're going to have to come up with a slightly different situation for holding that down, but I'm good at that sort of thing, so we'll definitely come up with something. Yeah, I have it in my Injora cage. What do you have in your Injora cage? Sorry, Troy. So many things, so many stuff going on. What do you have in your Injora cage? And do you know, Troy, do you know where I can get driver figures and interior like the Capra? Does the Capra one fit? Troy's RC channel, sweet, good to know. I'll have to get one for my rig. Oh, mate. Oh. You've already written it. I've missed a load of bloody comments. I still have centre differential. Plenty of clearance. Forgot Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got a ton of clearance one side. Capra interior fits that cage. Well, get the interior. Do you know what? I have looked, Troy. I bet in America it's a lot bloody easier to get that, isn't it? Capra interior. There's no mounting points for it in here, is there? Did you have to fabricate mounts, or have you just drilled it and zip tied it in? Because I would be happy with that. A couple of drill spots through the thing, just whack a zip tie through, and nice and simple if you want to take it out. Was it a pig to get in there? Did you just take the lid out and put it in? That's really good to know. I guess that should have been the first thing I asked when you said you'd built this, because this really does need. That's going to hold up. See, I'm waiting for the stickers, but I know Lou's probably going to get them to me for next week at the latest, I would imagine. I wonder how quickly I can get the interior. Have you seen the interior for the UTB-8? No, I haven't. I can't imagine that would fit because that thing's enormous. Zip ties, yeah, cool. Troy, thank you so much. I've got the UTB-8 up here. Let me just grab Yeti. I need to remember to put him up on blocks. And talking of Baja Pro X, that probably gives you a decent idea of scale of the Hulk. This is Yeti, my UTB-18, and this has got all the custom brass links on it that I make. 6 mils on the bottom, chunkies on the front. These are 7 mil. Yeah, these are 7 mil on the front, and I've got a 7 mil upper and a 6 mil lower on the back there, which I made up today actually. But I've just made a set for a guy with 8 mils. So these 8 mils are going to be going on the front of his UTB-18. And I think these links alone are 34 grams and the stock ones are 3 or 4 grams. So 30 grams of extra unsprung weight right at the beginning. Shaker, I'm just getting ready to go, man. Thank you so much for popping in. Have you had a play with your Noble radio yet, Shaker? You've missed all the things. Yeah, this is. I've just put a bit of on gearbox in this. There's the interior. I painted their helmets yellow. I sharpied the silver wheels so it all ties together. I'm really chuffed with how this is looking. I hated the RTR, but I love this rig. Absolutely love it. I've just dropped the low ratio Vitivon gearbox in this as well, and a Mini 16 and a load of other bits and bobs. These have got 65mm Chavtex on with the springs off, so that this sits absolutely slammed. But we need to do some negative springs for that. Oh, top hack. Found these in like a little craft store with my boy today, and it is for making bracelets, but it's elastic cord cut to length and tie it. I can make up my own negative springs for doing hold downs on shocks. Well chuffed for that. £1 for 10 meters. Oh, that's a lifetime's worth of negative springs there for £1. Bargain. I did the firmware updates and had a bit of a play with it. I may be a full convert now. I used one, Shaker, a crawling event. A guy handed me his rig and it had the Noble thing. He'd got the wheel in an awkward position, I thought, for me. But that's all, stuff that you could tune to yourself. So I know that wouldn't be an issue for me. My goodness, that radio is buttery smooth and solid feeling. What a great thing. Is it waterproof, Shaker? I managed to get my Harvey 6S out for a blast yesterday. First time out with one of my rigs. What a weapon. So much fun. Yeah, I can imagine. I had a FTX DR8 on the 6S, and there's videos of it on the channel. That thing was an absolute weapon as well. Such a good fun rig. Terrible terrible rig actually, but really fun to drive. It broke the first time I took it out. Within minutes, RC Mummy was driving it, literally just stopped at the end of the run. It tumbled for ages and then landed in a big pile of bits. Fixed it. Next time we went out, 10 minutes later, it was broken. That went on until I'd replaced a lot of the stuff that kept breaking. And then eventually it started to get good. Oh, guys, I'm really, really happy with the way this is sitting now. How do you store your suck down shock rigs? Because if I stick that up, it's going to be constantly hanging. You can't just sit it on its tyres because you get flat spots. Just making sure I haven't missed any comments. 9 o'clock. I'm going to go and watch the last 2 episodes of Squid Game with the RC Mummy. I want to take this moment to thank you, Spudder, so much for the donation. And thank you, each one of you, so much for popping in and keeping me company while I work on my rigs. And I know a few of you in chat have had a go in the raffle for Venom. Thank you. It's a great way to support the channel whilst having an opportunity to win a completely unique rig. I'm going to include the Venom character there in the box. There's going to be a set of desert lizards that were on there that we took off. We've moved over to a really beautifully tuned Chavtech. And I have made some other changes geometrically in terms of geometry and stuff. This thing is incredible. So you're not just going to get the things that were in the original raffle, you're going to get some extra bits sent with it as well. And overall, it's an improved rig. We put high exhaust stacks on it to protect the head and hands. Now when it rolls over, it lands on the exhaust stacks and stuff like that. So improvements have been made since the initial kickoff of that. But thank you for having a go in the raffle, guys. That really has made a difference. I've missed a lot of questions. I managed to get my little on. I don't take my stuff out in the rain, love. Fair play. Fair play. I fixed it a couple of times, no breaks yet. Touch my wood. I used my MB4 for a while, but found it too heavy for trailing. Now I use a GT5. Fair play. Squid season 3, good stuff. Yeah, we've been really enjoying it. We got 2 episodes left, and we've just watched all of the Stranger Things series 1, 2, 3, and so on, all the way through to the last one. I said to her, Lisa, well, let's just watch the last season. And she said, oh, no, let's watch it from the beginning. So we did. And I'm so glad we did, because there was so many things that I'd forgot about in Stranger Things. And that's coming back soon as well. So, yeah. My rigs sit on a bed when I'm driving, so they bounce and don't stay still, right? Fair play. Yeah, and on a bed, it's not as harsh. On a flat surface, you just ruin your inserts, don't you? But 150-ish. You did, yeah. Yeah, you maxed out your ticket straight away, Shaker. Thank you. Like I say, it's probably the best way people can support the channel, and I don't feel as bad about the gifting being an internet beggar or whatever you want to call it, because you stand a chance of winning something I put a lot of love into, and hopefully something that people, you know, absolutely love if they win it. You get a Hulk and She-Hulk figure to use the heads. There's a She-Hulk, is there? Actually, once a month, the RC Mummy turns into the She-Hulk. So I'll just take a photograph of her and get it done in 3D printing. Hope she's not watching the stream. Right, guys, so I better go. It is 9 o'clock. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me. I'm going to go and finish this pastry that the RC Mummy very kindly made, and watch a bit of Squid Game. There will be more of this stuff when I've got stuff to do. I've got some really good builds coming. I've got axles and bodies, and I've got another one of the MEUS Gold Rush gearboxes coming, which I'm going to put into a build. I'm building a truck to give away, so watch out for that. I'd like it to go to someone that is like a follower of the channel and has been around and commented and stuff like that. It'll be something really unique. It will be a hodgepodge of parts, but good bits. And no, it won't be bodged. That's probably the wrong way to say it. It'll have lots of custom parts on it. And yeah, it's not going to be a super expensive build. But if I get it right and it comes out the way I want, it is going to be super capable. So, something to look forward to. That's it from me, guys. I'm going to take my pastry, wander over to the PC and hit the good night button. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Thank you one and all for tuning in. And remember, no matter the question, love is always the answer. Bye for now.